What is up, guys? It's YaroWins and I'm finally back with another FIFA video. So in today's video I'm going to be bringing you a very effective and very OP formation, tactic and obviously instruction guide that you can use, and yeah, it's been super effective for me. I'm currently undefeated with it, and yeah, I just decided that it is definitely worth sharing. So as you may have just seen there, that formation is the 4-1-2-1-2 with the centre mids. So we're going to start off with tactics. I've decided to go fairly risky, so we're going for pressure on heavy touch, but we're combining that with quite a low depth. So I mean, you can choose, but somewhere between 3 and 4 is what you're going to be looking for. But you're also going to want to have a higher width, because obviously you still need width and you still want width in the team, and you don't want to be too compressed, so you have the width quite high. And for the offensive style, you want to build up fast. It is risky, you can get caught on the counter, but in my experience, I mean, I've tried it, as long as you can defend to a decent standard, it's well worth the risk. So also put players to get into the box at quite high as well, because you want some of your midfielders pushing into the box as well and basically overloading the opposition's defense. So for example, I have Lampard as my left centre mid. He gets into the box, and yeah, we will look at actually all the instructions right now. So obviously my left striker Adama Traore is 99 pace. You want him to get in behind, you want him to stay forward, but the right striker Villa, I have him stay central, but Traore can go wide at times. Obviously Nedved at cam has a 5-star weak foot, so you ideally would have a 5-star weak foot player there, because that unpredictability, and he can essentially make passes with his left or right foot, and he can shoot with either foot if he gets in the box. Then yeah, as I said, Lampard, the LCM, keep him on balanced but with runs into the box, because he is a threat as well. So you want that kind of goal scoring midfielder. And my sort of central CDM is Pep Guardiola. I really need to improve him, but in terms of his kind of playing style, I have him dropping in between the centre backs, and because his stamina is quite low, you don't want him going forward at all. But someone like Kante, who will stay back, and you can have him sort of aggressive interceptions, but he has the stamina to go back and forth. So yeah, those are the instructions, guys. Those are the tactics, and we're actually going to see how well it plays in game. So yeah, guys, as we see in this gameplay, right from the start, I'm obviously making use of my fullbacks. I'm getting control. You can see a lot of my players are moving forward, so I've got a lot of options in the attacking side of the pitch. But I do have the support in the defence, and you see how when I have the ball, I'm pushing forward. When I lose the ball, I'm dropping back, but not to such an extent that I'm right on my goal line. And I can basically control the play and build attacks and counter-attack, such as this example. I mean, in this particular case, the cross doesn't get through, but straight away I can have a lot of these situations where, even here, I lost the ball on the edge of the box, I'm aggressively winning it around the halfway line, and I'm right back on the attack. And in this particular passage of play, I'm very unlucky not to score. But again, that's with my left centre mid, who obviously, as you know, I've put an instruction on to get into the box, not even get forward, but just get into the box. So that's an additional threat. And yeah, again, you can see on the defensive side, I'm just controlling it with Guardiola. So he's my sort of deep lying CDM that is basically dropping between defenders. And even when I'm under pressure, I have essentially almost 5 defenders. But again, as you can see, as soon as I get onto the offensive, it's all very quick, and I have a lot of options coming in. Like even Kante, I'm not going to shoot with him, but he has the stamina to get back and forth, up and down, and he is, well, a decent outlet, I guess you could say, for passing. So I think it's a very fun system to use, and in this particular passage of play, it's going to be a fantastic goal. So Cancelo wins it at left back, does a little bit of skill, just very crisp, quick passing. I get it into Adama, runs in behind, and that's a very quick and easy goal. So I think that's a culmination of the instructions and tactics working well together. And if you manage to obviously get these fast players that you would obviously want up front, once you get them in behind, your chances of scoring are obviously very high. Now, in the next example, as you can see, I've quickly won it from my centre back, done a quick driven pass out, and a couple of passes after that, I've got it with my right striker, slow the play down, I wait for support, and then I should score here. I get very unlucky. But at this point, you can see I've essentially got almost 5 players in the box. But when I'm on the defensive again, I have more than enough support because all 4 of my defenders are back. I eventually just get the ball back. Okay, I give away a foul, but I'm not caught short or anything like that. So again, I want to emphasize that balance and that support in the defense is always there, even though I'm playing a risky tactic. And even here, again, I get very unlucky not to score. But that transition from defense to attack is something that really impresses me with this formation and this system. Now, in this example, I really enjoyed this goal because, again, it showcases the quick passing, the great movement. This is an exact example of why I've had my cam to stay forward, and also the benefits of obviously having a 5-star weak foot cam, because like in that situation, fully adept at finishing with either foot, and you have that level of unpredictability as well. I mean, obviously this is a very simple finish, but you get what I mean. And yeah, I mean, for the third goal, this isn't so much about tactics, but I guess it does show you the logic behind having quite a high level of players getting into the box for corners. Because if you have aerial threats, for example, like Yaro, I think he has like 92 heading accuracy and jumping as well. So it's always worth having a decent amount of players in the box for corners, because you're just overloading the defending side, and you have more chances to score essentially. Now for this final clip and final goal, you're going to see the whole logic behind having some sort of player like Kante, who's got obviously like 99 stamina, and someone that can play on that right centre mid position. So this is late in the game, he still has that defending and sort of the stamina to win the ball back, and then a few quick passes later and I get another goal. So yeah, I mean, it's a total domination, and this particular game wasn't one of the hardest I've played recently, but it's a recurring pattern of what I'm seeing using this system. As I say, I'm undefeated with it still, and in general, I mean, I think it's a lot better than something like a 4-2-3-1 that's being overused by everyone. So I mean, yeah guys, I highly recommend this system. I mean, I think it works if you have the players at hand that have these strengths that I have obviously mentioned. So for example, having quick defenders in general, so obviously not only the fullbacks but the centre backs as well. Having players preferably with like a 5-star weak foot, pace up front, good stamina across the board, and yeah, there are risks to this system. It is risky to an extent, but as long as you are not a novice at defending, in general, I would say that the risk is worth the reward, and yeah, the system is just very, very effective for the current meta and the current state of the game. So yeah guys, that's my system. If you have any questions, drop a comment below, and yeah guys, just try it out, play a few games, see if it works for you. I mean, as you can see, across the board my whole team got at least a 7.7 rating, so I had complete control of the game, lots of shots, lots of possession, good pass accuracy, so you're controlling, you're not under pressure, and yeah, just a great system overall guys. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one guys. Peace.